I rise to speak to the Amberfield Petition, which is primarily about the safety of residents accessing the Cotter Road. I'd like to recognise the strong advocacy of the Connecting Amberfield Task Group in collecting over 1,000 signatures for this petition, and acknowledge that we have members of that group in the gallery this morning. Thank you for coming. Amberfield Village is a large seniors living complex, home to 560 residents, supported by over 400 staff. Access to Amberfield Village is via Friar Road, which comes off the busy 80km/h Cotter Road at an uncontrolled intersection. With up to 1,000 people on site daily, not counting care workers, visitors, contractors and service deliveries, residents estimate that there will be up to 3,000 vehicle movements in and out of Friar Road every day. Residents are regularly witnessing dangerous situations. There has been a collision with a safety barrier. Cyclists have had near misses. Drivers have had to deal with poor sight lines compounded by blinding sun glare at either end of the day. As one Amberfield resident tells it, "I am 85 years old and have been driving since 1966. I am naturally cautious and obviously lucky I have never been involved in an accident. Now, as a resident of Amberfield, I am fearful every time I exit Friar Road onto Cotter Road." Mr Speaker, this intersection is a planning failure and a black spot in the making. There are also no safe pedestrian or public transport connections for residents. The closest pedestrian crossing is an underpass 900 metres to the east, but there is no path along the north side of Cotter Road to access it. The nearest bus stop is 1.3 kilometres from the village in the other direction, again with no path. Another Amberfield resident describes their experience. "My husband and I arrived in Amberfield last October. When we arrived, we were prepared to put up with some inconvenience with regard to transport, but not the isolation we have experienced. My husband lost his licence soon after we moved in, and I also do not have a licence because of medical issues. We did not expect to find a complete lack of public transport, especially as the local government has been aware for years that a large community for aged people was to be established." Mr Speaker, this is not just about convenience, it is about safety, dignity and inclusion. I understand the importance of traffic flow. However, safety must always be the higher priority. If sequenced with other traffic lights on the Cotter Road, a set of traffic lights at the Friar Road intersection should have minimal impact on traffic flow. I'd like to thank Mr Cox for his support, and I commend to the Assembly the request of more than 1,000 signatories to this petition and urge the government to take remedial action now to ensure the safety of residents and to install permanent traffic lights with a controlled pedestrian crossing and bus stops. Thank you.